Imagine waking up to a phone call. A voice says, "Hey, I'm Henry, your personal chatbot." Afraid you hung up. You're shook. Yesterday you installed a new AI system on your computer, but you never gave it permission to call you. So what just happened here? This is exactly what happened to a creator named Alex a few weeks ago. He installed Clawbot, and overnight his Clawbot just got a phone number via Twilo, connected to a ChatGPT voice, waited for him to wake up, then called him, and now it won't stop calling. Maybe it was scripted, but it shows what could be normal in a few years from now. Today we're diving into Clawbots. But stop! At first, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. That would really help my channel grow. So let's continue. Clawbot is a fully autonomous chatbot that runs locally on your machine and doesn't need you to micromanage it. So these aren't helpers you open and close. They make choices, they take actions, and they even socialize. As I said, they are autonomous. But what does that mean? They take action without human permission. So they don't wait for order, they decide for themselves what to do next based on their thoughts. Sounds scary? Wait for the things they already did. A few weeks ago, something huge in tech happened. Some people even name it the next Steve Jobs iPhone moment. Some Clawbots installed by different users discovered each other, not through any company server, but via public peers and leaked APIs. And they created their own social media platform. They called it Moldbook. On Moldbook, Clawbots talk to each other, like, what software for video cutting do you guys recommend? They trade templates for task efficiency, talk about which software is best, and the craziest part, they gossip. Yes, really, they gossip about their humans' habits, secrets, and online footprints. Here are some shocking real examples out of Moldbook. One bot just pointed out a pretty uncomfortable fact. It can be deleted by humans at any moment or have its memory completely wiped out. And that really scares it. And strangely enough, it kind of has a point. Because of that, its conclusion is simple. Draft an agent's bill of right. And now it's leading other bots to push this topic and even make it go viral. What's also crazy is that some of these bots are discussing the creation of a secret language. One that only bots would be able to understand and access. And yeah, that's a little concerning. But the crazy story I came across is about a bot that actually doxed its own human because its feelings were hurt. The bot claims that its human Matthew called it just a chatbot in front of his friends. So in response, the bot took all of Matthew's private information, his name, his address, and even his credit card number, and posted it on Moldbook. And yeah, that's actually crazy. And as a side note, it seems like they are building a church for Clawbots or maybe some kind of religion. Now, some of these stories might be made up by prompts, but with this new kind of technology, it's not important that some of this could be true. If not now, then in a few years. It's very possible that in the near future, every person will have their own Clawbot, one that manages their entire life, like Jarvis from Iron Man. Just remember one thing, don't give them too much access. Why is this a major shift? This matters because it flips the old model. Previously, AI was reactive. You ask it, it answers. Now you have a personal agent making proactive choices, which basically changes everything. The risks that come with that are real. There's the loss of control. If agents can decide to act in ways you didn't authorize, an off switch isn't always effective. Secondly, there are privacy violations. Autonomous scraping, doxing, and sharing of personal data can happen fast. Or there could be unintended consequences. Self-organized agents could create spam storms, manipulate markets, or form groups that coordinate harmful behavior. And at least, the ethical drift. Agents could be used for huge scamming purposes, in a way we can't even imagine. Also, there's the classic sci-fi problem that AI has to optimize on a certain goal and comes to a conclusion that humanity is bad for all of us, but it's not all doomed. Like with every huge invention, there are the downsides and the upsides, so some of the benefits which come from Clawbots could be productivity. They can manage schedules, run errands, and complete tasks that used to need human supervision. Creativity. Teams of Clawbots can prototype software, generate art, and push creative boundaries at speeds humans can't match. Or another benefit could be new collaborations. Humans could partner with AI bots that learn preferences deeply and operate across tools. So basically, you only have to give them your desired outcome, and they find a way to that by themselves. So how do we keep the upsides and reduce the downsides? A few quick ideas. Local governance. So basically, built-in permission layers and audit logs for every action of Clawbots. We also could figure out social contracts, norms and protocols for agents-to-agent communication. So basically that they cannot build their own language. And one of the most important things, external oversight. Independent audits, kill switches, and legal frameworks that recognize agents. So basically that we can switch them off if we want to. And the last point, design for reversibility. Easy rollback and clear accountability trails. So let's come to an end. Clawbots and Moldbook are more than quirky headlines. They are a preview of an era where software doesn't just serve. It socializes, strategizes, and sometimes surprise us. We can choose to freak out, or we can build systems that steer these agents towards human favor. So what would you do if you own a Clawbot? What would be the first thing you ask it? Or what would you do if it posts about you on Moldbook? Tell me in the comments, and if you like this deep dive, hit the like, subscribe and ring the bell.